Hey everyone, welcome back to Concrete with the Hosses. We are here at our next job, which is probably, if it's not the biggest basement we've ever poured. I don't remember the basement. My mind probably blocked it out, because this basement where we're getting ready to pour is it's insane. Oh no, it's not that house. It's this house. It just keeps going. I think it's gonna be coming in at like 8,000 square feet. So this is probably the biggest basement we've ever poured for a residential home. So we're gonna be here for a while. So here's my entrance here. I might have to shave this down a little bit just to get the clearance for the skid loader. It gets dark in here pretty quick, but I mean, it just keeps going and going and going. You know, the builder hung out here for a little bit. This is a Barrington Homes house. You know, one of our nicer builders. They're great people to work for. Family-owned business. They're just a delight to work for. The only thing he said that is you know, special in this basement that we need to do is right here we have an elevator shaft. Whew. So I don't know how quickly we're gonna get back to the elevator shaft, but we have to dig down about 10 to 12 inches below grade to make a footer for the elevator. But I mean, yeah, it keeps going and going. The really nice thing about this is that because it gets so dark back here, I think we're gonna definitely be able to set up our Kaiweets, I think I'm saying that right, our Kaiweets laser, and get our green lines on the wall. That way Stan and I can get the walls marked, and then I'll be able to see them whenever I'm in the machine grading. So let me walk the marathon back over here to the basement door. I'm gonna go ahead and get the laser set up. I'm gonna get the machine off, and we're gonna start chipping away at this. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Concrete with the Hosses. We are over here at this giant basement again for one of our builders, Barrington Homes, and we're just kind of slowly chipping away at this. We have the entire floor prepped. It's hard to see because it's so dark in here. We have some of our LED lights strung up with an extension cord running in. So it's very hard to see because it is so dark in here, but you can kind of see our form right here running. We poured this back section yesterday. We had 30 yards on the ground and finished. So then we prepped the rest of the basement, and coming off this corner here, running straight over, is going to be another 30, and we have that on the way now. So it should be a good day. Okay guys, that is 10 yards down. Hard to see, I know, because it's dark. 10 yards down, 20 to go over here, and I think I heard Tommy say we were shooting for another 15 or 20 on the other side of our form here. So now that that first 10's all straight edged and bolt floated, we're gonna get truck number 2 empty, keep the ball rolling. So there's our 20-yard pour. They're getting truck number 3 whipped up now. Now something I wanted to point out here is that while we're pouring all this basement floor, we use zip strip in there instead of saw cuts. These are finished floors, so nobody really cares about a hairline crack as long as it's somewhat straight. But it's you can't see it when it's in, and that's the point of it. So what we do, just to keep track of where our zip strip ends, my shadow's bamboozling me here. Oh, there it is. Right here is a very short piece that we break off after we get our zip strip put in. This lets us know, okay, we have a piece of zip that ended here. That way when we're pouring the rest of here, we know that we have to get our next piece of zip strip from that point to, in this case, our form. But that's just how we keep track of where the zip strip starts and stops. So that's number 3. Mix it up now. We're gonna get this last little bit poured. We'll get this finished. And then, like I said, I believe my brother is trying to get this section here poured today. That way tomorrow, have a nice easy Friday, just finishing up that last little bit there. Should be a good week. Okay, so truck number 3 is empty, straight edged, bull floated, just waiting for everything to set up so we can get on and start hand troweling it. That's another 30 yards. The guys are clearing the deck here so that we can just kind of rake around the power buggy tracks, get it graded, and get another 15 coming. Okay, so the guys are finishing up our second pour. Once they have enough concrete there, we're going to jump over here and pour the base for the elevator shaft. Yep, that's an elevator. For this, we need at least 5 inches of concrete in this hole that is 10 inch. The top of this concrete needs to be 10 inches lower than our concrete height out here. All right, there it is, pour number 3. I believe this was 15 yards. This section here, our morning pour of 30, ended right behind this beam. So we have from that beam out to finish. And then we're just gonna kind of true up the elevator landing pad here. The bull float just left a little line there, and I want this to be, you know, as true as possible. So top of concrete here is 10 inches below our blue chalk line, which is top of concrete right here. Yeah, and you saw me checking it as we were going, so we know it's as accurate as possible. Alright everybody, so our final pour for today is trout and fish. Tommy and Matt pretty much took care of all this themselves. This was 17 yards, I was corrected on that. So we did that. I did one pass over the elevator landing pad just to make sure the bull float didn't leave any dips or anything. So that's all flat. Tomorrow morning we'll pull out our laser and get our corners set for right here. The box we built, we're going to take and we're going to put smack dab on there and secure it. Probably Tapcon a couple boards down to the pad and then nail the box to those so they're easy to pull out. Yeah, got the power buggies inside because they're calling for rain tonight, so you know, just there's really no reason for them to be outside getting rained on. We have plastic cut and ready so that whenever we're able to clear all this stuff out tomorrow morning, we can drape plastic over, have everything ready to go. Now we had to dig our ramp out for our final grade, so we're using some 2x10s as a makeshift ramp. That way, you know, it'll be quick to just kind of chuck them outside whenever we're done coming in and out with the power buggies. And one thing I did want to point out real quick is that this pad needs to be 10 inches below top of concrete. And again, there's a lot going on, just kind of overthought it. We framed our box up using a 2x10, and if you know the exact measurements, you know that a 2x10 is actually 9¼ inches. It's not a full 10 inches. So what we did is we took a 1/2 inch piece of expansion joint and nailed it to the top, so that gets us to 9¾ and then we'll just have some shims tomorrow. We'll pick it up another 1/4 of an inch. So that is how we get our 10-inch ledge for the elevator to come sit down, and then you can walk straight out the door. Good morning everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Concrete with the Hosses. We are down here at the big garage floor that we did, I want to say a month or two ago. We're gonna prep the driveway. We got rained out of that basement. The beam spanning that last pour was dripping really bad this morning, so we decided to cancel that, come down here, work in the rain for a couple hours, getting this ready for next week. So just to walk you through what we have going on here, the guys are getting the inside pour formed up. We're doing a 2-foot exposed aggregate border the whole way around. So our 2-foot border is going to come down here, wrap inside, follow that, and then we're just coming square off the garage out. So all of the inside concrete here is going to be broomed, and then there will be a 2-foot border that's going to be exposed aggregate wrapping the perimeter. They're undecided if they're going to run a border each way in the middle, breaking it up, so he said he'll let us know. But the guys are getting the perimeter formed up. The homeowner did specify that he didn't want the concrete butting into the stone. He wanted it to go under. So I have my level marks all chalked out. I'm going to grind this stone off. We picked this corner up ever so slightly, like 1/8 of an inch, just to make sure we have the water falling out. So we're going to go ahead and get this taken care of. The guys are going to keep forming that up. Should be a good Friday. Alright, so we have the main area of the turnaround pad formed up. Here's our 2-foot border up against the house, following this little bump out here, right there, and then after we pull the truck in and get up here poured, we'll have a form built that we'll put in right here. And we're still waiting on if the homeowners are going to do border going this way, center and center, so we can throw those in real quick the morning we pour. If not, then we are ready to pour, with the exception of wire and rebar. We have this outside form set for 2% fall coming out of the house, so that's falling real nice this way. That's going to set us up for our driveway. It's going to follow this plane, and then probably right around here we'll transition that so the water falls away from the garage here. When we're doing this driveway, I believe in the springtime, we're going to be doing a small sidewalk here, and then there's also a garage door over here that we're going to form up and bring all the way down around here, but again, that's in the springtime. So that's going to do it for us today. So thanks for tuning in to Concrete with the Hosses. My dad's on vacation, so I hope I did a good job videotaping for you guys, narrating like he does. If you like what you saw, click the like and subscribe. We'll see you on the next one. Have a good weekend.